Hi everyone, welcome back to Total War Therapy, and today I argued with my girlfriend. So what's the best way to not think about that rather than sharing with you my top 3 of the Regiments of Renown added with the last DLC, Omens of Destruction. I really think that in this work they really improved the quality of the Regiment of Renown units that we can expect in the future, and I'm so happy with that. So don't forget to subscribe and let's begin. At the third place of the podium I decided to put the Ruglus Armored Orcs, that are actually a unique unit and look like having a unique model. And since many people complain about green skins getting a lot of reskins and weapon variants like the Black Orc, but in this case we get, as a Regiment of Renown, a unique model for a unit. Their aesthetic is so cool, and they're actually quite unique in the Greenskins roster. As you know, Greenskin don't rely a lot on missile power, and they are not that different. They don't have armor piercing damage as many other ballistier or crossbow that we have in the game. The weapon strength is still low and the range is just 160, so less than most of elves around the world. But they are not only probably the best missile infantry unit in the Greenskins roster, because they are armored, they are shielded, and they have a good melee attack and melee defense. They're basically between the normal orcs and the big orcs, so you can engage them in melee and having a successful result. At the second place of the podium I decided to put the Slaughter Guard, the Chosen of Khorne with halberds. As you know, between the Chosen of Khorne we have just the dual weapons and the shield and axe, but we didn't get any anti-large damage like it is in the Chaos Warriors, that they have 3 variants. This is understandable, because you don't expect Khorne to have a defensive anti-large front line with the spears and halberds, since they are more attacking faction. Compared to the other Chosen of Khorne, the Slaughter Guards has the anti-large bonus, the charge defense versus large, the charge reflection, and the magical attack, and this flammable contact effect that basically weaken the enemy to fair damage of 20%. It's quite slow, and in the way you have to probably use Khorne, it can be a disadvantage, but even if it doesn't necessarily fit the playstyle of Khorne, they can be quite useful and funny to use. And I mean, these flaming guys, flaming halberds are just amazing. At the first place of this podium there is of course the Ashen Man-Eater. I really would have liked to get it as a generic hero to play with this tech tree, but I understand the willing of a Creative Assembly to not make it part of the traditional rosters, and I really appreciate that within the Regiment of Renown of the Ogre Kingdoms we have some unit linked to other cultures of the Warhammer world. In the specific, the Ashen Man-Eater is a single entity monstrous infantry with a couple of effective active ability with Vanguard deployment, Strider and Stalk, so quite unique in the Ogre Kingdoms roster. He can reduce the armor of the enemy over 50%, that it's impressive if you use it as a support unit, and anyway, both if you use it against another character or another single entity or against a unit of infantry, cavalry, it's quite good at his job. I would like also to use more his 3 swords like the One Piece character, or maybe some kind of ninja precursor missile attack, but I'm cool with that. His animation are quite funny, with a kind of kick at some point. I love it. I just love it, and I really hope the Creative Assembly can make more units like that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and let's see in the next video.